Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hi, I'm Tatianna Anesa. I'm very happy you decided to click on this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below before you go. Those of you who have been following me for a while already know how I like to do my Colourpop reviews, but for those of you guys who are new here, I have a set way of doing my Colourpop reviews. Specifically, I try the products off camera and I do record myself applying those products so you can see how they apply and how they work on my skin tone. I do provide swatches of everything, and I like to just share my actual initial thoughts on the products after using them. I do find that Colourpop is one of those brands where they are so consistent with their formula, honestly, across all their products, which is one thing that I love about Colourpop. I just know what to expect with their formula and things like that. So that's why I like to do my reviews in this way. Other reviews are a little bit different. Let's go ahead and dive into this collection. Okay. Alright, so this collection is the Off Melrose collection, and as of right now, it is a Ulta exclusive collection. I don't know if you guys remember in my week 2 of my purchaser passes, this was like sneak peeked on Instagram because some Ultas were putting it out early. So I saw this and I was like, oh my god, I need this. This is another California themed collection, and I bought almost like literally all the items. Let's just be real. Along with talking about the Off Melrose collection, I do have 2 products I purchased from the Colourpop Lunar New Year collection that I did use and will definitely touch on today. But let's go ahead and just start off with the eyeshadow palette because this is what everyone really cares about, honestly. This is the Off Melrose eyeshadow palette. This is a Colourpop 12 pen palette with cardboard packaging, which I love. I love the cardboard packaging so much more than the plastic packaging just because it just feels more comfortable in the hands, you know? This is probably my favorite packaging that Colourpop has ever done, and that's a lot to say, you know. It's just so gorgeous. It is so Melrose inspired. I love the packaging, the colors, the aesthetic. I love the font that they chose for this palette, as well as the shades in the inside. Now, normally sometimes Colourpop releases palettes where the outside packaging doesn't really match the inside packaging, and that's not the case with this palette. This palette is so pretty. There is a duochrome in here called Fairfax, and it is so gorgeous. That's the shade I have all over my lid. Looking at it in the pan, I didn't expect it to be blue on the lids, but it has like this like pinkish, purplish, bluish shift to it. So like, I don't know, it's probably hard to tell on camera, but it is such a gorgeous palette. And this palette does retail for $18 like all of their cardboard 12 pan palettes. By the way, there is a pressed glitter in this palette, which is the shade Social Club. It's one of those fine glitters, not those chunky glitters. So if that's something that kind of persuades your decision on buying palettes, then I do want to mention that in this video. But you guys, honestly, I love this palette. I love this look. I'm so in love with it. I think this is such a gorgeous everyday kind of palette. I have a feeling this is going to be a palette I'm going to reach for a lot. This kind of reminds me of the Wild Nothing palette, but more colorful. I don't want to say colorful, but it's not as neutral as the Wild Nothing. I don't own the Wild Nothing palette, so I can't compare that with this one. But personally, I do love this color story. I also love when Colourpop comes out with duochrome shades because they don't do that often. So when they do it, it's like fun. But that's how I feel with this palette. I really do love it. The look that I created today was so simple. I used about like maybe at first I just used like 3 shades in this palette, but then I was like, you know what, I can add a little bit more to this look. So then I just like started just putting some other stuff on my eyes, but at the end of the day, it turned out beautiful and I love it, and I do think that this palette is such a pickup. I do know that this collection will be coming to Colourpop's website in February, so if you don't want to get it at Ulta, you can get it on Colourpop's website. But just know if you do purchase it at Ulta, you can use points and you can use coupons on top of this collection. So just so you guys know. But all in all, I truly do love this palette. It does remind me of Melrose. It reminds me of California, the palm trees. Everything about this palette is just really gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I feel like I just need to like sit up, you know? Every time I film, I sit on my legs, so I feel a little bit taller. I just felt like I was so low just now, but I like to feel a little taller when I film, you know what I'm saying? But okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the blushes in this collection. So each of these blushes retail for $10 a piece, and not gonna lie, you guys, I was a little bit disappointed. I remember saying in my purchase or pass, I was talking about this collection and I mentioned the blushes and how they look pretty deep. They did look deep on the picture, but of course pictures can be deceiving. It's not always accurate color representation that's on the photos. And I didn't mind purchasing both of the blushes, and if it didn't work for me, I was okay with that because I got these from Ulta, and you guys can, you can return stuff from Ulta. The outside packaging of the blushes is the exact same. Everything's the same. The front, the back, everything. The only thing different is like the barcode. But the actual compact packaging is different, and what I love about this is that if you get both of the blushes and you put them together, it spells out Colourpop, which I just thought was such a really cute touch to this. Oh my gosh, whoever designs the packaging for Colourpop, truly, Colourpop has some of the best packaging for their makeup on the market, hands down. Whenever a Colourpop collection comes out and I think it's so cute, I'm like, this cannot get any cuter, but then they always top themselves with the packaging and I just fall in love. First of all, packaging is the first thing that I notice whenever I buy makeup. That's the first thing that I see, and this packaging really sold me, but it sold me for sure. Let's go ahead and start off with the shade Juice Bar. So this is a pressed powder blush, retails for $10, and from the looks of it in person, it looks like it could be a pink that would definitely work for me, but it's definitely not. As you guys can see in the swatch, it comes off very, very, very light. I could build it up, but it just, at the end of the day, I don't want to have to build up a blush to get it to show up on my skin tone. So this isn't the blush I tried to use today, but just from the swatch, I was like, this blush is lighter than the other blush. So if the other blush didn't work for me, I know for a fact this one would not work for me. What can you do? So this is a blush I will be returning to Ulta just because I can't use it. And then the other blush is called Fashion District. Now this is the deepest blush in this collection, and it has like this orangey burnt kind of look to it, and in person, once again, like in person, like everything else, this looked like it would actually work for me, and it didn't look the best when I put it on, so I just ended up putting another blush on top. That's why this blush that you see right now is not either of these blushes, but I feel the same way about this one that I do about the other blush. Just doesn't work for me. I don't really know who this might work on. I feel like this could be a really nice bronzer for fair to like medium skin tones maybe. But anybody like tan to deep, I don't really know if this is gonna work. I thought these would be blushes that I could actually use, but I can't. So that's that on the blushes. But all hope is not lost because we have two Luxe glosses. You guys, I said I wasn't gonna buy any more Luxe glosses because I have so many Luxe glosses, but when I saw the shades of this, I was like, oh my god, we don't have this in Luxe glosses. What are they doing? So the first Luxe gloss is a clear gloss. It's really crazy to me to think that we did not have a clear Luxe gloss. Like, you would think clear is like the first shade that people would come out with, but we finally have one in this collection, and the packaging on this is so stunning, you guys. Once again, I love the font that they chose for this. I love that they have this little recurring heart on all of the packaging. I just think it's so gorgeous, and these do retail for $8 a piece. All of their Luxe glosses retail for $8. And then the other gloss, which I'm so excited about, I'm wearing this one today, we finally have a brown gloss. You guys, I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if it's really obvious, but your girl is a gloss girl. I would rather a gloss over a lipstick, over a liquid lipstick. Give me a gloss, I will be so happy. Like, all I wear is gloss, and I don't know, something about gloss just really, I love the shine on the lips, I like when my lips look juicy. This color is so gorgeous. This one is called Health Kick, and the clear gloss is called Let's Be Clear. I love this gloss, you guys. It is so gorgeous. It kind of has like gold little shimmer all throughout it. It's not a strictly brown gloss. There is shimmer in this gloss, but once on the lips, it's like not as like noticeable, like you can't really tell, really. Honestly, my lips kind of look a little clear, but when I first put it on, it doesn't look like that. It has like a brown tint to it. It's not the most opaque gloss. A tip when you apply Luxe glosses is that you cannot pile it up. Like you can't like put so much on because it'll eventually start to gather in the middle. And if that does happen, you can just take a makeup wipe or something and just do that little trick that we all used to do in middle school when you had too much gloss on, you know. Gotta bring that back because it definitely does work for sure. That's everything in the Off Melrose collection, but I do have two products from the Lunar New Year collection that I want to talk about. So the first one is this Supershock highlighter in the shade Lantern Fest. This I believe retails for $7 or $10. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but I'm wearing this today, and you guys, this is a very deep highlighter, which is really nice. I think it'll work for quite a bit of skin tones. I'm wearing it today, and one thing I love about the Supershock highlighters is that if you use a brush like I did, is this a brush? Yeah, I used the brush for this today. So the brush that I have been loving using for highlighter, all kinds of highlighter like pressed powder, Supershock, all that, is the Morphe x Jaclyn Hill JH14 brush. Now you wouldn't think that this would be a really good highlighter brush, but it is. It is like really fluffy and it's for highlighter, so it just doesn't pick up a lot of product, but you can definitely build up the product. So if you just take a Supershock, even though this formula is really creamy, it's like a cream to almost powder kind of formula, if you just take a little bit or run it, you know, through the compact, it only picks up the littlest amount. Like, it doesn't even look like there's anything on here, but once you go to like start putting it on your face, you see that there was product on the brush. And I love this highlighter. It is so pretty, you guys. It is so stunning. And I'm very impressed with this. Like, in the pan, it looks like red. It looks pink. You don't know what it's going to be. But on the face, it looks like a golden, gorgeous highlight. This packaging on the Lunar New Year collection is so cute, you guys. Like, I'm seriously, whoever does Colourpop's packaging, truly, I'm like blown away, for real. I do wish that this print was on the actual compact instead of this flower, just because I don't want to throw this away, but you know. The last product I do want to talk to you guys about is also from the Lunar New Year collection, and this is the Vanilla Pearl Overnight Lip Mask, and this retails for $10. Fourth Ray is now releasing lip masks as singles for $10 a piece. You know, so that's amazing. But I did use this today, and I will say that this formula of lip mask is so different from the other ones because this lip mask is thick. Like, I don't know, like, it's not runny, so I can do this. You literally can scoop it out with your nail and apply it. Whereas the other lip mask, which I'm going to show you guys, this one is the Rose Lip Mask. It's very loose, so it's a very loose formula, so it'll, see, look, it's already coming out. Ooh, yeah, so it'll do that. It's like really thin, so it'll run out on you. I'm not sure if it's a little bit thicker because there's like the gold like shimmer in here, but it is different. And the scent is not very noticeable in this one. I mean, it's Vanilla Pearl, so I don't know. But okay, so that was all of the products, you guys. Truly, I do love the Off Melrose palette. I really, really do. If there's anything you're going to pick up from the Off Melrose collection that will give you something different to your, you know, your Colourpop collection, I would pick up the Off Melrose palette, of course, and the brown gloss. Because, like I said, there isn't a actual brown gloss. Like, I'm really happy about this. This is going right in my stash for ever. I love, 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 love. So happy about this. The clear gloss is definitely up to you. It is a clear gloss, but you know, I got it because we didn't have one in the Luxe Gloss formula, so, and I have been loving clear glosses as well. But yeah, so that's why I picked this one up. You guys know about the blushes. The lip mask, I love all of Fourth Ray's lip masks, you guys. Just try any of them. Honestly, they're all $10. So whichever one seems great to you, I would definitely get one, try it out. But just know that the Vanilla Pearl one is a lot thicker than all the other lip masks that Fourth Ray has. And then the Lantern Fest Supershock highlighter, really great. If you're a person of color, I think you'll really enjoy this, especially just having that nice, gorgeous, subtle from within kind of glow. But like I said, I think a lot of different skin tones can get a lot of use out of this particular highlighter. Don't let the color in the pan fool you because it's really pretty and it just looks like this, like a gold kind of highlighter that gives you a really gorgeous lit from within kind of glow. Okay, so that was all of my thoughts on the Off Melrose collection and some products from the Lunar New Year collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know if you guys are going to be picking up any of these products. And in case you're wondering, yes, I am going to be reviewing the new Colourpop Wild Child collection. I just purchased that today. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!